Evening, everybody. So, Jamaica National Trials is this weekend. Big news, okay? And I want you to mark your calendars. Aside from that, I've been hearing whispers because they're saying that the season is dry, the track season is dry. And here, you know why I say the track season dry now? Because Elaine Thompson and Fraser Price have been missing from the season so far. Una don't hear nothing or see nothing about them. So you know what? Una say, oh, the season dry. Una throwing a word and everything. Me watching it. But anyway, here goes. So Shelly and Fraser Price tried to launch her season at the Kip Keino Classic in Kenya, and she had to go home due to an injury. So she had us wondering and worrying about her because she's a seasoned athlete, and we were thinking, well, what now? Is she about to retire? But she came out and she said, you know what? I am ready to go. Great news. So this weekend she will be competing in the 200 meter, not her usual 100 meter, okay, that she's known for. Now on to Elaine Thompson Hera. Elaine Thompson Hera will first of all do a double. She'll compete in both the 100 and the 200 meter. And I was more concerned about Elaine Thompson because at least I saw here and there that Shelly-Ann was doing some training even though she was hurt. But Elaine, on the other hand, was not saying any. You could hear a pin drop because Elaine wasn't saying anything and her camp wasn't saying anything. So my thought was that also that she might have been thinking about retirement, or she might have been injured and nobody was saying anything. And with the championship coming up, I was thinking to myself, wow, what's gonna happen with Elaine? Because when big championships are coming up, when big meets are coming up, we look to them to for a win. And so Jamaica, them just make track nice, period. So Elaine came out and she verified that in fact she was nursing some injuries, and on top of the injuries she was dealing with some mental, emotional setbacks because, well, some of it might have been attributed to the fact that she was injured, and she said that she did not see any progress even though she was training, and that in itself could cause some distress, on a lot of distress on somebody who's a champion with a world championship coming up, right? And I want to say something to you guys. First of all, the last meet so Elaine did launch her season, and the last meet she did, she won, or the last race she did, she won, but she did not do it in Elaine style. And so a lot of people were saying, if you want to get a title from the world championship, you have to really pull things together. So here's what I was thinking. The worry still is about whether these girls will be ready for the trials this weekend. We know Sherika have been competing, and so Sherika, more than anything, knows where she is, and she knows what she needs to do to fine-tune her race to be ready for this weekend. And so there will be the three of them in competition this weekend. Thompson Hera, I don't remember if I mentioned it, she's doing the 100 meter and the 200 meter, so she's doing a double. And Sherika, I believe, will be doing the 200 as well. But aside from that, let's get into talking about athletes and their mental status, right? When I heard Elaine say the other day that she was having like some mental breakdown kind of, and she was like, really, she don't care. She basically said, I don't care about what people think. I'm not here to please anybody anymore. But I don't think she aligned the two. But when you think about it, these girls are carrying the weight of the nation on their shoulders. And when I say that, I mean, you have to be really careful about how harsh you are on your athletes, because these athletes are committed, for them to compete for the nation, for Jamaica. They're committed to what they're doing. So they're not just competing for themselves, they're also competing for Jamaica. So we have to be very careful of the things that we say, and be very forgiving when they don't do well, because they know that when they step on the track, Jamaica is expecting them to win. Okay, and that weight in itself can be psychologically damaging, right? And so we will be lucky if we get people, these young athletes, healthy every year. So, you know, I understand, and I hope you guys are forgiving and understand that when Elaine says, I don't care about what anybody thinks, it's because she's going through what she's going through. And it's not that she is saying, I don't care. Really, I think it's attributing to the people who are really harsh and don't understand the weight that she carries as an athlete. And remember too, athletes are they're very fragile, and they can get hurt at any second. So you can be a champion today, and tomorrow you may not be a champion, right? Because you don't know what type of injury you can pick up today that can carry into tomorrow, into a month. Okay, and so we who are not even on the field, but only judge, will, you know, we may not think about that and just say anything, spew anything. So please be cautious and just show our athletes love, because they do a lot. Okay, and they actually put Jamaica on the map. And so I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. All right, see you on Saturday.